Yeah, hi. Good evening, guys. Audible, right? Audible, audio, video, all clear. So, yeah, today we'll be taking up the geography, the four test series in geography. So, how many of you have written this test series? Yeah, good evening, yes. Yeah, how many of you have written this test series? And what's the general mark, guys? What's the general mark you guys are getting on an average? How much are you getting? Yeah, the paper was quite difficult. This paper was quite difficult, and UPSC papers won't be as difficult as this. So don't worry. This was quite difficult paper. How much are you getting? Okay, yes, Shri, 83. Okay, good, yeah. How much? 42. Oh, ठीक है. No issues, Kiran. 93, Amit. Nice. Yeah, okay, it's totally fine. Yeah, even if you get less marks, it's totally fine. 63. Okay. So how much are you guys getting on an average? 50. Okay. Very well. Rachel. No, yeah. This paper was a bit difficult. See, anyone who has got more than say 100, and this paper is excellent marks. Okay, anything more than 100 is excellent, and say between 90 to 100, ठीक है. It's good marks. It's very good marks between 90 to 100. Say, getting say somewhere around say 75 below less than 75 is not so good marks here. ठीक है. Yeah. Okay, chalo then. Today we'll be taking up geography. Again, I think many of you have joined. Okay, see here in prelims. So with my experience, I'm telling you, prelims, there are two elements to crack prelims. Okay, so the first one is, first you got to study. Okay, there's something called as a studying. Yeah, you got to study or say read properly. That is one element. And next one is you should have the ability to solve the paper. Okay, that is addressing the question or say solving the question. Solving the question has a different techniques. Okay, there are many techniques to solve the paper. To clear prelims, it's almost like 50-50. 50% of your efforts you need to put in studying part or say reading part. Another 50% of your efforts you should put it in to solve the paper. That is, what are the techniques I need to solve, or I need to use it, or say how should I solve it, or say what are the logics I should use it in my paper so that I get the answer. Again, guys, please, in your entire UPSC journey, in your prelims, mains, and everywhere, do not focus on a lot of knowledge. Please focus on the marks. Even in prelims, our game is to get marks. How do I get marks matters. Once you attend your prelims examination, I think this year it's on May 28th, right? Yeah. In the evening of May 28th, no one will come and ask you, Acha, explain this. How did you get the answer? No one will ask you that. So they will just ask you, did you get right answer for this question or not? The game in prelims is, if you have to strategize your prelims examination, strategize in such a way that you should get right answer. How do I get right answer? There are many methods. Okay, one is you should learn, and secondly, you should also have the ability or the techniques to solve the paper. Okay, it's like 50-50. So again, including me in my first attempt, so I couldn't clear prelims. The reason is I was studying few things, or say many things, which was not even relevant. Okay, majority of the student, this is the case. So including you, I think many of you also, majority of you will be wasting time. Okay, that is, you will think that you should study a lot in order to clear the exam. That is not the case. Okay, there are few elements in prelims which should be done or which can be done, and there are few elements in the prelims that should be done. Must have elements in your, say, must have elements. Say something like, in geography you should have must have a knowledge on say monsoons. In polity, fundamental rights. Okay, in economics, banking sector. So something like this. Okay, there are must have topics in separate subjects that you should should know. And there are few topics which are nice to have. If you have it, it's good to go. If you don't have it, take care. And there are few topics, or say, which is waste of time. You're unnecessary reading it, which is not going to come. And one more thing, know in prelims, that is in prelims examination, can be cleared. So see, it's something like this. Say this will be easy. This will be this. Say assume that this is the number of questions. This is number of questions. Okay, this is moderate and this will be difficult. In order to clear prelims, this will be the cutoff mark. And this is how every year it works here. Easy, if you are able to solve all the easy questions, and if you are able to solve at least half of moderate question, you clear the exam. Okay. And prelims, the game is not at all there in the prelims. Okay, the actual game, the adventure actually starts in your mains. Okay, that's where your marks gets converted into rank. Here one banda, say one guy gets say 90 marks, or a bandi gets say 120 marks, doesn't matter, both of them will clear. Okay, so in order to clear this exam, basic element of easy and a bit of moderate is more than sufficient to clear this exam. And also, so you should know in the study part what you should study, when you should study, and how you should study. That's what you got to know. And in the solving part, you should know that how should I approach different kinds of question. If you don't know this, what happens, in assume that you have read everything, dunya bhar ka knowledge aapke paas hai, okay, and in the exam hall, if you don't know how to solve each question according to its technique, it will not work out. You'll just have 2 hours. Your entire 1 year, 2 year preparation, you should reflect it in 2 hours. So if you don't have a right strategy, or say right solving techniques, it's not possible. Next attempt. So through experience, I'm all telling you all these things. So be careful. Learn this part also, solving part. How do I solve the paper? Okay, how do I solve different kind of questions? Don't think that you need to have a lot of knowledge to solve. And trust me guys, in actual prelims, the core knowledge, you should require it only in the important topics. That is, depth knowledge is needed only in the important topics, like say polity, static topics, polity, geography, modern history, economics, these topics. Other topics you don't need much knowledge. With solving techniques, you can easily clear this exam. Clear prelims, the actual game starts in your mains. So today what we'll do is I'll be taking up the topics which are exactly needed for your prelims. Matlab, I have analyzed say last 25-30 year paper, and I'm telling you. And also I'll tell you the topics which are nice to have and which can be done. And also I'll tell you how do you solve different kinds of questions. Okay, that has appeared in this paper. Okay, clear? Vidya, I'll tell you, Vidya. Okay, okay, how do you get 50? Yeah, eliminating. Okay, okay. Okay, first one. We'll take up the first question. That is, consider the following statement. And one more thing, I'll be going a bit quick. Okay, anyways, you'll get the recorded video. Please go through this, the recorded video, if you have any doubt, and learn the logics, learn the solving techniques. At the end of the day, you should get marks, you should get right answer. How do you get right answer doesn't matter. So there are easy methods. Say if you approach the question in a different way, it's easy to get answers. And one important thing is, always, I think in the last class also I told you, right, in the last discussion, if you go from the last, if you read the statement from the last, it is going to benefit you. Okay, did anyone try this? Did anyone try? No. Did it work? Did it work? Matlab, okay, Prabhat increased by 10-15 marks. ठीक है यार, मतलब see यार, मतलब with personal experience I'm telling, I did not study much for prelims, not at all required. It's only on my first attempt I got to know, acha, this is how things work. And then in the next attempt and in attempt I got rank also, didn't study much regarding prelims. Okay, so be strong in your core topics and remaining topics. Now if you know how to approach the paper, आराम से हो जाएगा, don't worry. So learn that one. Yeah. So please always, henceforth, I think many of the students have tried and they have got good marks also, theek hai. But always, for the people who haven't tried, please try out this, guys. If in the end, if I get time, I'll tell you how to answer the question, like how to take up the paper, like if I get time in the end. Okay, but we'll see it now. Okay, second question. Okay, consider the following statement, okay, with reference to the plantation agriculture in India. And one more thing, see, agriculture, you should have a fair idea on. And please, here, if you want, you can have a separate sheet. I'll tell you few topics that are this topic, that is must have. You should have that knowledge for sure in order to clear the prelims, okay, or else those topics you cannot miss out. So one topic is agriculture, that is plantation, that is vegetation types, and next one is agriculture pattern in India. So you'll get a map, man. In that map, okay, they would have mentioned that which part of the region has what kind of agriculture. That map you got to memorize it. So if you have memorized that, then this question becomes easy. Okay, consider the following statement, okay, with reference to the plantation agriculture in India. Cocoa is mainly cultivated in the southern states. See, cocoa usually it's similar to coffee, and it is usually it grows in the shade region. So as a reason, it is cultivated mainly in the southern part of India. So 3 is right. If 3 is right, and one more thing, please follow this logic only, this way of approaching. If you get to know that 3 is right, what you got to do is immediately strike off A and B. Why? Because 3 is not there in A and B. That's the reason you got to strike it off. And next one is, India is the largest producer and consumer of aracanut in the world. Okay, what is aracanut? Aracanut is, say in Hindi we call it as supari. In Kannada we call it as adke. In Tamil we call it as paku. This is aracanut. And the largest producer in India is in Karnataka. Karnataka is the largest producer of aracanut, and India is the largest producer and consumer of aracanut. These are factual things which you should know, man. Okay, so 2 is right. So if 2 is right, I'll get the answer D. And again here, see the first statement, okay, the cultivation of plantation crop in India is confined to north and northeastern India. No, why? Plantation crop are also found in South India, say coffee plantation, tea plantation are also found in South India. So first statement is absolutely wrong. Anyways, we got the answer. So the answer will be D. Next one, we'll take up this one, okay, with reference to the dairy farming. With reference to the dairy farming, what is the correct, okay, descending order of for the 1 second. Yeah, sorry. With reference to the dairy farming in India, what is the correct descending order of the state of the following states in terms of the total milk production in India, for total milk production between 2021 and 2022? Guys, if you get this kind of a question now, so just what you got, how you should solve is, see, what is the question they are asking. What is the correct descending order? Descending order means first this is highest, next one should be lowest. This is the order they're asking. Okay, the highest and lowest. Highest milk producing state, lowest milk producing state. If you get this kind of question, what you again, yeah, in this kind of question, don't become like agriculturalist or a food scientist. No, not required. You can get the answer. Okay, apply some logic, rational. See, just think, okay, take up, if you get this kind of question, what you got to do is always take up any two options, like your preferred choice. See, what you can do is you can take up Uttar Pradesh and Haryana. Okay, Uttar Pradesh is such a big state, Haryana is such a small state. So if this is Uttar Pradesh and this will be Haryana, even in Uttar Pradesh, every farmer, if they have say one cow, and in Haryana every farmer has 3 cow, the production of Haryana will no way beat the production of Uttar Pradesh. Is it clear? So take Uttar Pradesh and Haryana. This, I'll explain with this concept. So in this question, this concept, so that you can apply the same logic in the other question having the same format. So if you get any question like this in this format, take up any two options of your convenience. You can take up Uttar Pradesh and Haryana and see which state will have the highest production, either Uttar Pradesh or Haryana. Just see, Uttar Pradesh is such a large state, Haryana is such a small state. No matter matter what, Haryana will never beat Uttar Pradesh in terms of milk production or say dairy production. Is it right? So what are we deriving from here? So 3 should be there, and after 3, next we should have 4, because 3 is your Uttar Pradesh and 4 is your Haryana. Okay, got it? So now you see in which option first we have 3 and then we have 4. See here, D option we have 3 and 4. C option we have 3 and 4. But in B option we have 4 and 3. It means that Haryana is bigger than Uttar Pradesh. So that cannot happen. So remove B. So similarly in A option, Haryana is bigger than Uttar Pradesh. Okay, Haryana's milk production is more than Uttar Pradesh. That cannot happen. Now remove this. Okay, now you are left with C and D option. Now again take up with any other options. So what you do is you take with Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan, or say any state of your choice. Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan. Now you just rationally think, Uttar Pradesh will have largest milk producing area or Rajasthan. Rajasthan, half of the Rajasthan is desert. Where will we have cattle, etc.? Whereas entire Uttar Pradesh is in Ganga plain. So the chances of having high milk production in Uttar Pradesh is very high compared to Rajasthan. So what is there? So 3 should be highest, next should be 1. So do this, okay, 3 and 1. So see where 3 is there and 1 is there. Okay, 3 should be followed by 1. So answer will be D. You got the answer. It's not that you need to have in-depth knowledge regarding all these things. Understood? So in-depth knowledge is needed for your core subject. These topics and all, if you know it, it's well and good. If you don't know, apply this logic, you will get the answer. At the end of the day, answer matters. You get the right answer or wrong answer. Okay? Understood? Clear? Okay, guys, this is how you got to solve it. Again here, Mediterranean, in which of the following countries Mediterranean agriculture are practiced? Again, please focus here for the students who are giving the first time, means the first attempters. UPSC is obsessed with Mediterranean. They are asking Mediterranean climate, Mediterranean countries surrounding the Mediterranean sea. Almost every year, there is one question on Mediterranean, either Mediterranean agriculture, Mediterranean climate, Mediterranean sea. So basically, question regarding Mediterranean. So you should know that. Okay, consider that you should know in and out regarding Mediterranean. So if you see this, it becomes very static. That is, Mediterranean agriculture is nothing but the region, okay, that is the agricultural practice that is evolved in the Mediterranean climate. So Mediterranean climate are found in Australia, southern part of Australia, southern part of say South Africa, Chile, California, and surrounding region of Mediterranean Sea. So if you consider India doesn't have Mediterranean type of climate. So since India doesn't have Mediterranean type of climate, India will not have Mediterranean agriculture. So remove 2. And again, this is this one you should know, factual. This you should know, that is Mediterranean agriculture. You should know. Okay, you should have memorized this, and you'll get the answer. Okay, answer should be D, right? Australia, Chile. Yeah, answer is D. So if you see here, these are some of the sample. I think this is last 2-3 year paper on the Mediterranean Sea. This is again related to Mediterranean. This Catalonia, Crimea. So Catalonia, Spain. Okay. So this is again related to Mediterranean. So Mediterranean is very important. You got to know this. Shweta, Mediterranean agriculture means the agriculture that is practiced in Mediterranean climate. Okay, that is your Mediterranean agriculture. Next one. Okay, we'll take up. Yeah, with reference to the recently, with reference to the recently released state of World Fishery and Aquaculture 2022 report, which among the following has the highest fishery and aquaculture production in the world? See, highest production of fishery occurs when there is the warm current and cold current merging. Okay, in that place we'll have highest amount of fisheries. Okay, where does the warm current and cold current mix? So one is near this point, okay, that is near the Bering Strait, that is where Kuroshio and Oishio current merges. Next one is near this North Atlantic drift, this one, that is Norwegian Sea, and next one is near this point, okay, then near Alaska. So these are the three main regions where warm current and cold current merges, and we call it as a fishing ground. The biggest and the best fishing grounds are found in these three regions. But however, in these three regions, majority of the fishing, it's clear, right? Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, okay, fine. In these three fishing regions, so this region, that is the Asian countries, have developed enough technology for fishing. So your Japan, China are the leading players in Asian countries regarding fishing. If you see here the map, so the highest fish catch is in the Asian countries. So the main reason is because of the technological advancement by Japan and China and other Southeast Asian countries. Okay, so because of that, so the highest fish catch is available in Asian countries. Clear? Yeah. So why, again the question comes, why this region has fishing grounds? That is, whenever there is yeah, so whenever there is warm current and cold current mixing together, why it becomes a fishing ground? See what happens, the cold current brings your minerals and all elements towards this place. One second, I'll clear this. So the cold current brings all the minerals and minerals to this place, and whereas a warm current produces adequate or a good conducive temperature, so that it helps to grow the phytoplanktons. So the cold current will bring all the minerals, warm current will bring all the will ensure that there's a conducive temperature, and because of that the phytoplankton grows, and whenever the phytoplankton grows, there's a zooplankton that will come to eat the phytoplankton, and again there's a food chain that gets developed along the region. So the cold current will bring all the minerals, so and the warm current will ensure that a proper conducive temperature takes place so that the phytoplanktons will grow. So when the phytoplankton grows, again the aquatic food chain starts, and we'll have a good fishing ground. Next one, okay, we'll take up this. Which of the following types of which among the following are the types of Indian cottage industries? See, what is cottage industry? See, cottage industry is nothing, basically it's a simple industry which is run from home. So there's no proper definition or a defined definition by Government of India regarding cottage industry, but in general we consider cottage industry means any small scale industry that is run from home and it is managed by a single individual or by a family. So your sari, okay, if you say go to Kanchipuram or say any other places, the sari weaving is one cottage industry. So that is your cottage industry. Basically it is run in a small home, and it is run by one person or one family. It's a very small unit, and the production is also very less. Clear? So that is the definition of cottage industry. And which among the following types of Indian which among the following are the types of Indian cottage industries? Again, silk weaving, we know that sari weaving takes place everywhere, so this is right. And jewelry making, again here jewelry making, don't think that the diamond jewelry or this kind of fancy jewelries. So even this kind of the jewelries which you get it in the roadside, these are also made in the cottage industry only, where say few women's in the household, so they join all these beads and in order to create some chain or something like that. Okay, that's also possible. Jewelry industries, jewelry making is also done in cottage industry. Cottage industry means the industry that is run at the household level. So your pickle is also one cottage industry. So yeah, again a pickle making. Jewelries. Next one, carpet weaving. If you go to Kashmir, so carpet weaving, probably every third or fourth house in Kashmir will be weaving carpets. Again, carpet weaving is also a cottage industry. Cotton weaving, same thing, that is silk weaving, cotton weaving, one and the same, almost in some places you will have silk weaving, in some places you will have cotton weaving, so this is also there. And leather production, again leather production will also be manufactured say along the Ganga belt. You will have leather production as a cottage industries, so answer will be D. And the logic, what you got to Yeah, see here, if you have to apply logic for this answer, see again, as I told in the last session, that is, unless you prove any statement wrong, it's always right. So for the people who have removed silk weaving or jewelry making or carpet weaving, if you have removed it, you should give a logic to yourself that no matter what in India, there won't be any cottage industry which indulges in carpet weaving. If you're so much sure, then remove it. Or so if you want to remove cotton weaving from your answer while solving this, you should give a logic to yourself that no matter what in entire India, there won't be a single cottage industry which will indulge in cotton weaving. If you're so much sure, then remove it. If you're not sure about it, that will be the answer. Clear? So unless you prove it wrong, it's always right. It works like a charm in your UPSC examination, not so much in your test series, but works like a charm in your actual UPSC examination. Please try out the previous year questions. Clear? So many times, okay, options are confusing, just like jewelry options. Okay, this leads to marking. See, Rani, jewelry options. Yeah, that's what I want to tell you. If you have to say that, if you have to remove jewelry making is not a part of cottage industry, you should be 100% sure that not a single household in this entire India indulges in jewelry making. If you're so much sure, then you can remove jewelry making. If you're not sure, then it will be there. Yeah, there will be one household who will be making jewelries in entire India. Basically, what is cottage industry? Cottage industry means a industry which is run in the household level by one person or by a family. That is cottage industry. Or say, if you want to remove silk weaving, you should be 100% sure that that is not a single person or single household in entire India indulges in silk weaving. If you are you that much sure, if you're 100% sure about this, then remove it. Or else, why do you want to apply mine, man? There will be at least one person in this entire India who will be doing this. There will be one person in this entire India who will be indulging in jewelry making. I can't prove it wrong. If I can't prove it wrong, it's automatically right, man. Okay, clear? Okay, yeah. Yeah, next one. Okay, consider the following statement, okay, with reference to the protected area. Again here, the common and one more thing here, if you these kind of statements, don't get panicked. If there is one statement, if you don't know what it is, need not worry, don't get panicked, go to the next question. Clear? So you should have the temperament in your exam hall. That is, if there's a question, if there's any statement which is very difficult, which you have no idea about it, don't get panicked. So for example, see the third statement, the common plant. Okay, so basically the question is telling that there is they're referring to some protected area. We have to identify which protected area it is. The common plant in the area includes khair and palash. See again, this statement, it's kind of a bouncer. Many will not even know what this khair and palash. Okay, so don't get panicked, go to the next statement. Okay, it is a home to the natural habitat of for critically endangered gharial population. This one, that is gharial population, or say gharial, this is your gharial. You should know about gharial in detail. Many times UPSC has asked question, and so I think in the last yeah, so there are your government has selected some 30 to 40 animals, so under two different schemes. So these 30 to 40 animals, so critically endangered, you should know in detail. UPSC is asking questions only from these 30 to 40 questions. If you go and analyze all the previous year questions, you will get to know gharial has been repeated, many of the say maser fish has been repeated. Many questions gets repeated, and those questions are coming from this 30 to 40 identified species by the government. So know this. Okay, if you know this, gharial belongs to Chambal region, so automatically you will get the answer. Clear? Yeah, Ismina, there's no need to guess. You should know this concept, that is gharial is found in Chambal. You should know this. There's no need of guessing it. Okay, so yeah, this you should know. That is mandatory. You got to know this one. Next one, okay. With reference to the characteristics of the Great Indian Bustard, again, this is one critically endangered species that is selected by government, and the list is been provided over here. Please scan this 2 QR code. You will get one PDF from this QR code. This you will get one PDF from Ministry of Environment, and this is a list, okay, list of 22 animals. So these animals you should know, that is. And now don't do a PhD like a zoology optional student, no, not required, okay. Everything, the basic details for all these animals are given in this website only. Scan this website, you'll get it, okay. Read that one. That is kind of mandatory, you got to do it. And here in this PDF, I think there are some 10 animals. So these 10 animals and plus these 22 animals, more than sufficient. And after this, if you're much interested, you can do any other critically endangered species. First you do this one. Again, coming to this, with reference to the characteristics of Great Indian Bustard, consider the following statement. Yeah, in prelims, the game is you should know what should be done and when it should be done. Okay, and you should know how to solve the questions. That is some tricks to solve the questions. If you know this much, you can easily clear the prelims. With reference to the characteristics of a Great Indian Bustard, consider the following statement. Males and females are distinguished by the colors of their feather. Yeah, this is true. If you read that website now, if you go through this website, so they have given basic feature of all these 22 animals. So those basic features, if you just refer it, say 4 or 5 times, that's more than sufficient. You'll get the answer. So this is true. And again, okay, they breed mostly, okay, in the winters, and they lay single leg. No, this is not single leg. So this is false. And okay, males play no role in the incubation and care of the young. Yeah, this is true. And okay, male and female are generally grow through the same height and weight. Yeah, this is also true. So the answer should be correct, right? So answer should be C. Clear? Okay, got it. Please scan this one. Yeah, don't unnecessarily do PhD in this critically endangered species, not required, man. Matlab, do it, but first do all these things first. Okay, if you analyze, say, last 20-30 year UPSC questions, the questions, the whatever the question they are asking is from this only. Okay, so first you do this one, scan this one, you'll get it, memorize this, and then if you have more time, you can do the remaining things that comes in your current affairs and other things. Just for the sake of doing, don't do it, man. Matlab, prelims is not much about knowledge. First have knowledge in the topics which is going to fetch marks, and then just for your interest, if you want, you can do. Okay, I'll remove the green lines. Okay, yeah, okay, consider the following statement, okay, with reference to the uranium ore. See, before taking up this, I'll tell you, minerals may. So in minerals, you should know the basic minerals that is available in India, the broad mineral zones that is available in India. That is mandatory. You should know it. And uranium ore. See, uranium ore is not something very rare. Okay, it is available for, abundantly in the entire world. So if you consider here, uranium is available in most part of the world. Okay, it's not that it's very rare. Okay, and even in India, it's available extensively. And there are many times, if you go in North India, there are uranium is so abundant that the uranium seeps into the groundwater and it leads to the uranium contamination. The groundwater gets contaminated by uranium. So uranium is abundant. Don't think that uranium is very scarce. It's nuclear active, nothing like that. Okay, so this is the basic idea you should have about uranium. And again, again, this question is a factual. Why I took up this question is that you should know that is, I just wanted to tell you that minerals, you should have a broad idea regarding the mineral zones in India. So Chota Nagpur Plateau, what kind of minerals you get? Say Rajasthan, what kind of minerals you get? Central India, what kind of minerals you get? Say Karnataka, Goa, Maharashtra, what kind of minerals you get? So you should have a broad idea about that. So 13th one, okay, Kazakh and Australia are among the countries, okay, with the largest, okay, uranium reserves, okay, worldwide. Yeah, this is true. Uranium is also obtained obtained as a byproduct of gold. Yeah, gold, it should be gold mining. Yeah, this is also true. So 2 is right. And uranium is mined in the same way as that of the coal. See, this is your uranium mining. This is your uranium mining. This is uranium. This is coal mining. Yeah, exactly. Both are done in almost the same manner. So this is also true. So the answer is D. So in general, have a fair idea regarding the mineral zones or mineral belts in India. That is important here. Clear? Yeah, next one. Consider the following statement. That is, the largest concentration of iron ore is mainly found in banded sedimentary formation. So what is this banded sedimentary formation? This is quite conceptual. I'll first explain what is this banded sedimentary formation. See, banded sedimentary formation, focus on this image, that is this one. So banded sedimentary formation means, if you see here, the dark red color, so this is your iron. That is, or say iron. And above this one, the light red color, this is your sedimentary rock. Sedimentary, okay, it is silica, mainly silica. So in the world, majority of the iron are found in this manner. That is the banded sedimentary formation. One layer of iron, one layer of silica. Next layer will be iron, next layer will be silica. Silica is your sand particles. Clear? So almost say 60% of the iron that is found in the world are in this manner. That is the banded sedimentary formation. This is pure factual, but know this one. And again, so any doubt over here? Banded sedimentary formation. That is, banded sedimentary formation means one layer of iron, next layer will be silica. Next layer will be iron, next layer will be silica. It's kind of a sandwich. That is, your iron layer will be sandwiched between silica. So this is your banded sedimentary formation. The largest concentration of iron ore, almost 60% of world's iron ore are found in this manner. So this is right. And next one is metallic mineral are generally found in sedimentary rock formation of the plains and young fold mountain. No, yeah, metallic mineral are found in Archean rocks, not in sedimentary rocks. Non-metallic minerals are mainly found in the sedimentary rocks, but majority of the Archean rocks will have that is metallic minerals. Clear? So this is wrong. That is, metallic minerals are generally found in sedimentary rocks. No, metallic minerals are found in Archean rocks, or say igneous rocks. See how metallic minerals. See, what is metal? Metal gets emerged from this volcano. So from this molten lava, when this molten from in the molten, there will be metallic elements. When this molten comes out and gets cooled, it becomes igneous rock. So as a region, majority of your metallic minerals are found in this igneous rock. Igneous rock or nothing but your Archean rocks. And in sedimentary rocks, what happens is all your non-metallic minerals will be present in your sedimentary rocks, say like your granite, your limestone, marble. So these kind of non-metallic minerals will be found in your sedimentary rocks. So one is wrong. So answer should be B. Clear? Next one. Okay, what is the correct descending order? What is the correct descending order of the following countries in terms of their total railway network coverage? Yeah, Ismina. So don't become a station master to know each and everything. Not required. Apply the same logic. So take up what are they telling? What is the correct descending order? Descending order matlab highest. So first one, highest. Write down lowest. So initially you can do it, but once you get practice, once you practice it now in the exam hall, you will not even write. Just you can think it mentally. So highest and lowest. So they are telling that. Okay, what is the correct descending order? Okay, fine. So basically, the question is telling that arrange these 5 countries from descending order to the lowest one. So in such a way, regarding the railway network coverage. Clear? So the largest railway network country should be in the first one, and the lowest railway network country should be the last one. That is the question they are asking. So now what you want to do is take any country of your convenience, any 2 countries of your convenience, and check whether which country should be the highest and which should be the lowest. Okay, India we all know. Okay, India, and now Russia-Ukraine war is going on. See, Ukraine is small country, India is such a big country. So now you tell me, India is in 1 and Ukraine is in 3. So will Ukraine have largest railway network, or will India will have largest railway network? Think over it. So who will have largest railway network? So India will have. So 1 and 3. So now you see where I will have this 1 should be followed by 3. So see the D, 1 is following 3, next one C. In C option, first 3 is there, next 1 is there. In a sense, they are telling that Ukraine has largest network, train network, the railway network than India. So C is remove C. And again in A and B, same 1 and 3 is there. Okay, fine. So now I have a confusion between A, B and D. Now what I'll do is, now I'll take next set of countries. Now I'll take India with respect to Russia. Russia is such a big country. India is this one. So who will have the largest network? Will Russia have the highest network, or say India will have the highest railway network? Russia is such a big country. It's very obvious. Russia is a very big country, so it should have highest network, highest railway network. And Russia also has this Trans-Siberian networks. So Russia is in 4 and India is in 1. Okay, now you see where this matches. That is 4 and 1, where 4 is followed by 1. So in option A, 1 is followed by 4. So it says that India has more, say, highest railways than Russia. This is false. And again, B also, India has highest network than 4. 1 is following 4. Again, this is false. You'll get the answer D. You need not even apply. Even if you don't know the basic concept of this railway network coverage, don't worry, this is how we solve it in the actual programs. Also, this is how we solve it. Now don't memorize. Russia has some 150,000 kilometer, China has 130,000 kilometer railway. Not required, man. If you want to take so much efforts, no, please focus on the core subjects. That is your, say, in geography, the physical geography is core topics. In polity, the core fundamental rights, DPSP, these are core topics. Okay, these are the questions where now you will get the answer like this. You should know how to solve the question, you will get the answer. At the end of the day, you should get the answer. Doesn't matter how you get, either through knowledge or either through logic, doesn't matter. You should get the answer. Okay. Okay, see, again, industrial regions. See, a few topics which you should know, have a good idea on mineral belts. Every year there's a question. And guys, one more thing, it's better you have a PDF of the previous year question, say last 20-25 year question, have a PDF copy of it. And whenever you have any doubt, just type Control F and see mines, how many questions are coming from mines, or say how many questions are coming from industrial regions. So if you do that, you'll get to know, acha, mines is very important, I need to focus on that. Similarly, industrial regions, or say industrial corridors, are quite important both from prelims and mains perspective. So we should know the broad industrial corridors in India. That's the reason I have taken this question. This is basic idea, you should have it. So take a, so let us consider this. Okay, it is India's largest electronic manufacturing zone. It accounts for 40% of India's mobile manufacturing and more than half of the mobile component manufacturing. It hosts the biggest cluster of Chinese factories in India. Information, IT and processing are also have a substantial presence in this zone. Anyways, I also solved this paper in a proper test condition. I solved this paper, so to get to know like what are the logics I can put and get it. So here the logic what I used was IT. Okay, IT sector. So IT sector is not there in Vadodara, IT sector is not there in Thiruvananthapuram, and IT sector is not, it's not predominantly there in your, say, Tirupati Nellore region. So the answer comes out to be B. Okay, that is Noida. Greater Noida, a lot of IT sectors. So the loophole in this question was IT sector. Clear? But now I'll explain I'll give you a broad idea regarding all the industrial corridors. Means what are the major industries that are present. So these are the broad industrial corridors in India. That is industrial regions in India. First one will take up Gurgaon, Delhi, Meerut belt. Okay, this one. So here in this Gurgaon, Delhi, Meerut, so the main industries are your IT sector and automobiles. IT sector and automobiles. Clear? See, automobile or your Maruti, Manesar, Maruti plant. All these plants are present over here only. So Gurgaon, the major major industries are IT and automobiles. In Ahmedabad, Vadodara, the main industries are textile, petrochemicals, and pharmacy. Clear? And in Mumbai Pune belt, the main industries are automobile. See, all your Bajaj, everything are in this belt. Automobile, textile, and pharmacy. See what happened. If you read, I'll not go too much in detail, but so the industries that were present in Mumbai Pune belt, because of some high rent issue, labor issue, those industries moved to Ahmedabad, Vadodara. So that is why these two regions kind of overlap. Mumbai also you'll have, say, Mumbai region also will have textile. Ahmedabad, Vadodara, the Surat region also will have textiles. So that's the thing. Clear? And next one, Bangalore, Tamil Nadu belt. Here, the major industries are IT, pharmacy, and automobiles. Automobile is mainly the assembly unit. Not the manufacturing unit, mainly the assembly unit. And here, Chota Nagpur and this belt, mainly the heavy engineering industry, like your steel plant, those things, heavy engineering industries, and coal mining. So these are your that is okay. Chota Nagpur and Hooghly belt. And Kollam Thiruvananthapuram, very small. Okay, this is agro based industries. Clear? So have a fair idea regarding the industrial corridors. Even if it doesn't help in prelims, it's going to help in your mains. Even mains, both papers, GS1 and GS3 also it can help. Clear? Yeah. Next one. Okay, which one of the following are considered as a part of quinary activities? So what is this quinary activities? And I think we all know what are the three broad sectors in economy. What are the three broad sectors in economy? Primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. These are the three broad sectors. So primary sector, what is there? In primary sector, where we directly deal with the raw materials. So say for example, agriculture, fishing is also a primary activity. Next one, mining, where we are directly depending on the raw material. So this is your agriculture. So a primary sector, that is the work location is near the raw material only, or say it indulges with the raw material. That is your primary sector. Next one, secondary sector is manufacturing. So what is manufacturing? What do? We take the raw material from the primary sector and then we process it. We are not directly dealing with the raw material. We take the raw material from the primary sector and we process it. That we call it a secondary sector, or say manufacturing sector. Clear? So this is your secondary sector. And next comes your tertiary sector. So what is tertiary sector? Tertiary sector is service providing. So don't always think that tertiary sector means your IT professional. Even car drivers are also your hairdresser. These are also your service provider. Clear? Tertiary sector means service providing some service. You're not giving any goods. In secondary sector, the output is goods. Say for example, car is the output in secondary sector. In tertiary sector, driver, so the service given by the driver is in tertiary sector. Clear? And next, coming to quaternary sector and quinary sector. See, for example, many economists consider that quaternary sector and quinary sector are a subset of tertiary sector. So they consider that if this is tertiary sector, some part of it is quaternary, and within quaternary, some part of it is quinary sector. So this is how they consider. But there is also another view that so quaternary and quinary are slightly different, not exactly, not completely different. There is slight difference between quaternary and quinary sector. Clear? So now let us consider what is quaternary sector. So quaternary sector has nothing but the service that is given on the basis of knowledge. Okay, it's kind of knowledge based economy. Say for example, you're scientist. So the working of see, the working of scientist and working of driver is different. So the driver doesn't require much of knowledge, so he or she will fall in tertiary sector, whereas in quinary sector there is pure application of mind. Okay, there's complete application of mind. You are delivering service by the application of your mind, so that is called as your quaternary sector. Yeah. And above this, or the cream layer of quaternary sector, we can consider it to be quinary sector. In quinary sector, what do we do? Again, by using knowledge, we make decisions. Here, scientists will not make decisions. Scientists will use knowledge to give some results. Whereas in quinary sector, we use knowledge, purely knowledge, to take some decision. So it's purely intellectual based decision making sector. Say for example, CEOs, or say tomorrow when you say next year when you become IAS, you will be in the quinary sector. You will not go and do research and analysis like quaternary sector, or you will not provide the basic service like a driver or etc. But you will not go and do in secondary or primary sector. You will be in the decision making capacity. So any person in the decision making capacity will be in the quinary sector. Say prime minister will not do research on COVID. It is a scientist who did research on COVID, but the prime minister will take a call. The person who takes a call will fall in the quinary sector, or the person who takes the final decision will fall in the quinary sector. Say IAS officers, prime minister, so any person who is going to take the final call, so they are your quinary sector. Final call in a sense, not just like that. Okay, by applying your mind, you will take a final call. So that those works will fall in quinary sector. Okay. Okay, so now consider this. Okay, which one of the following can be considered as part of quinary sector? Okay, medical facilities provided by to the beneficiaries under Ayushman Bharat Yojana. No, you are just medical facilities. Okay, provided by, you are giving a service. Okay, it can either fall in tertiary sector. You are just giving a service. So 4 is not there. Okay, forecasting of India's GDP for the year 2023 and 24 by the NSO. So you're forecasting, that is you're analyzing the data and giving out taking some decisions. So again, this will fall in quinary sector. A medical technology analyzing DNA and DNA results of the cancer cell tissue. After analyzing the result, you're taking some decision, that is a medical technologist. Again, this will also fall in quinary sector. Okay, crude oil being refined. Crude oil being refined, okay, in refinery owned, okay, by IOCL. No, crude oil refining will take place in manufacturing sector. So this will not be there. So answer should be 2 and 3. Answer should be D. D is the answer, Delhi. Yeah, again, this one for the people who are giving in 2023. This is quite important. CBD, Convention on Biological Diversity, quite important topic. Please go through it in detail since it will come in environment. So again, in environment geography, they have also asked here. But yeah, so which one of the following is or among the targets of the recently adopted Kunming-Montreal global biodiversity framework? See, okay, before taking up this question, you should have a fair idea regarding Convention on Biological Diversity, CBD. So CBD, so what they did was, so they had a proper plan between 2010 to 2020, and this plan was called as a strategic plan. And under this strategic plan, we had HE targets also. The 20 targets under HE. Please refer all these things, very important from UPSC point of view. Environment, every year there is at least some 15 to 17 questions every year. So important. Okay, so have a good idea on this. Okay, CBD. So between 2010 to 2020, between this one decade, they had the CBD, the Convention on Biological Diversity, had strategic plan. So in 2020, it got expired. So in order to renew a new set of plan, so this Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework was rolled out. Under this, we have 23 action plans. So earlier we had 20 targets under HE, that was a strategic plan. Now we have 23 action plans. So what are this 23 action plan? You should have a fair idea. It is given in the workbook, or say the model answer. But know this one. So reduce the negative impacts of the pollution from all the sources by 2030. Okay, this is right. Mitigate the impact of invasive alien species by 2030. This is also right. And restoration of 100% of degraded land by 2050. No, it is not 100%. Basically, under this Kunming Declaration, so we are planning to restore 30% of degraded land by 2030. Yeah, these are some of the facts which you should know. Clear? So 30%. So one is wrong. If one is wrong, you'll get the answer as D. Clear? Please know this one. CBD is quite important. Next one, green ammonia facility. Green ammonia facility. Yeah, everyone please focus over here. So okay, again here the fancy word green. Nowadays this has become the fancy word green. For everyone they'll tell, for everything they'll tell green. So what does the green mean? See, the logic which you got to apply in say green ammonia, green hydrogen, green steel, so what not. Okay, for everything they'll add this word green. So what does that mean? Green only means that when the production of any element or anything was done, so the carbon emission was reduced. Whenever there's any reduction in the carbon emission during the production, so we consider it to be green. So green hydrogen, so while producing hydrogen, the carbon emission was low, we call it as green hydrogen. Similarly, while producing green ammonia, while producing ammonia, the carbon emission will be low, so that is called as green. Okay, understood? Green has nothing to do with the cost. The cost can be high, the cost can be low, it can be anything, the cost can be same, anything. But whenever they assign the word green, it only means that the carbon emission was reduced during that process, during the manufacturing process. Okay, that is the only word which you should you use this logic. Clear? So green. Okay, green hydrogen, what does it mean? No rocket science. Basically think that while producing this hydrogen, the carbon emission was less. Green ammonia, what is this? While producing this ammonia, the carbon emission was less. Green steel, while producing that steel, the carbon emission was less. That's it. It has nothing to do with the cost. The cost can be high, the cost can be low, the cost can be same. It has no relevance with the cost. Don't link it with the cost. Don't link green with cost. Link green with always reduction in carbon dioxide. So this is the logic you have to apply. Wherever you get this green, apply this logic, you'll get the answer. But anyways, this was a purely factual one. Green ammonia facility recently seen in news is being developed by which one of the following? Okay, it is by Egypt. Okay, in COP27. So this is purely factual, but I'll explain what is green ammonia is. So green ammonia means, so we use ammonia for fertilizer, we use ammonia for fuel, and many other industries we use ammonia. Ammonia is a very important element for fuel, for fertilizer, etc. So now what we do is, in the presently, so we use a lot of fossil fuel to develop ammonia. But a new technology has been emerged wherein we use renewable energies to create hydrogen, okay, green hydrogen, and through this green hydrogen we create green ammonia. So what is this? Ammonia, NH3. So this hydrogen, whatever the hydrogen that we create, is created from the green hydrogen. Green hydrogen means we use the electricity that is used to create green hydrogen comes from renewable source. So those kind of hydrogen, we call it as green hydrogen. When we use green hydrogen, and when we use, say, green hydrogen and renewable energy to manufacture ammonia, we call it as green ammonia. No rocket science over here. Just know this same logic. Whenever we use the word green, it only means that during the manufacturing process, the carbon emission got reduced. Understood? Yeah. So next one. Okay, which one on the following option is correct? Okay, with reference to the integrated, okay, multi-trophic aquaculture. Yeah, one more thing. What are the logics I'm giving you, please have a separate list of logics, okay, in a separate sheet of paper. And while solving previous year questions also, you'll find hell lot of logics. Say for example, go and check in a previous year question. Whenever the word till recently comes in any one of the options, that statement is wrong. So there are so many logics like that. So list down all the logics in one separate sheet of paper and use those logic, revise those logic back to back. You can easily score. And what are the logics I'm giving? Put down in a separate sheet of paper. And this is what you got to use it just before the exam. before the exam, say I think your exam starts at 9:30, right? So between 8:30 to 9:30, that gap, memorize this logics. See this logics. It should be in your muscle memory. You should know that if I read the question, I should always start from the last. This should be in your muscle memory. Don't start from the first. Okay, which one of the following options correct with reference to the integrated multi-trophic aquaculture? Again, this is purely conceptual one. So what is this integrated multi-trophic aquaculture? Integrated multi-trophic aquaculture. Okay, before taking up this integrated multi-trophic aquaculture, first we'll analyze what is aquaculture. So aquaculture kya hota hai? So aquaculture, nothing like this. So basically it's no rocket science. Okay, aquaculture means it's similarly like agriculture. Aquaculture is basically we harvest fish and aquatic plants. So this is called as aquaculture. In a controlled fashion, say something like this. These are small man-made ponds. So in this man-made ponds, we'll have fish, we'll have seaweeds, we'll have any kind of aquatic plants. So we cultivate and harvest it. So that entire process we call it as aquaculture. Okay? Like how you produce, how you grow plants. Similarly, in this aquaculture, we grow fish, we grow aquatic plants and harvest it. So this concept is called as aquaculture. So the next concept is integrated multi-trophic aquaculture. What is this integrated multi-trophic aquaculture? So before taking up integrated multi-trophic aquaculture, we'll take up what is this trophic. So what is trophic? Trophic is nothing but the position of an animal in the food chain, or say in the food pyramid. Say for example, this is grass. This is grass. Grass will be eaten by deer, and deer will be eaten by tiger. This will be in the first trophic level, this will be in the second trophic level, and this will be in the third trophic level. So when I combine all these three things, it is a multi-trophic. Clear? Multi-trophic system. So grass is in the bottom one, that is the first trophic. Above that we'll have say deer. So above that we'll have deer, and next one will have tiger. Understood? So this is your trophic level. When I consider all this entire thing into one system, I call it as multi-trophic system. Okay, next one will take up what is integrated multi-trophic aquaculture. So it's simple, yeah. In aquaculture, what we do, we grow fish and we harvest it. Harvest it in the sense we take it out, sell it. So this is called as harvesting. But integrated multi-trophic aquaculture means what we do is we will have one set of fish, and we'll feed this fish, water this fish. The waste from this fish goes to next set of fishes in the trophic level. So the waste from this fish will go to this one and this set of fish. So this set of fish can be say organic. Okay, here it can be shellfish, or say a lower level of fishes, and from here it will go to seaweeds. This can be phytoplankton, seaweeds. And again, the waste from this will also go to the benthos. Benthos is nothing but the animals that will be crawling, or that will be that gets attached to the floor of the water body. So that we call it as benthos. So the waste from all the three trophic will go over here. The waste from this will go to this one. The waste of this will go to this one. So what is happening in one pond? I am not just growing one trophic level fish, rather I am growing multiple trophic level aquatic animals. First will be a bigger fish, next layer will be another set of fish, and next I can have a seaweed, and next I can have some other orchins, or say mussels or something like that. So when I have multiple animals, different kind of animals, or being in different trophic level in one aquaculture system, I call it as integrated multi-trophic aquaculture. Clear? So in aquaculture, when there is animals from all the trophic level, we call it as integrated multi-trophic aquaculture. So the answer should be B. Again, this is pure conceptual oriented, so you should know this one. Clear? Yeah. Okay, with reference to the with reference to the India's desert national park, which one of the following statement is correct? It is one of the natural habit for great Indian bustard and chinkara. Yeah, one more thing, great Indian bustard. How do see when I solved? How did I get the right answer? So great Indian bustard, the ministry document. So great Indian bustard, the entire thing about great Indian bustard is given over there. So there you learn what is India's desert national park. Clear? So have minimum resource, or say minimum resource, which is highly useful from UPSC point of view. Use that knowledge to solve other questions also. Clear? So basically I'm giving you how I solved and got the right answer. So how I did, so I used that knowledge, that is the minister's document, and then I got to know that yeah, this is right, 3 is right. And again, Bishnoi tribe lives within the national park. Yeah, this is also true. So how did I get to know this? Here in tribals, so you should have a fair idea regarding different tribes in different states. Tribal, every year there's at least 2 to 3 questions on tribals. It is kind of mandatory. Now don't do anthropology optional for this. So have a basic idea, scan this QR code, you'll get all the basic details that is required from UPSC point of view. That's more than sufficient. Have a fair idea on this. This is kind of need to know. Okay, so it's not that it's optional, it is kind of need to know. This data you should know. Understood? So this is right. And again, okay, it's a span across, okay, 2 districts, okay, that is Jaisalmer and Barmer. So this is true. Answer should be D. So the reason why I took up this question is just to tell you that tribes are important. You should know it. What is PVTG? What are the different types of tribes, okay, in different states? Okay, even it's not that you should know each and every type. Have a broad idea, man. So what happens in prelims exam is the answer will be in front of you. If you would have referred this document say 5-6 times, more than sufficient to get the right answer. And once you get the right answer, you need not give explanation to anyone saying how you got the right answer. The question is, did you get the right answer or not? If you want to get the right answer, have a basic idea, not in detail, basic idea on tribes. Clear? So yeah, next one, okay, with reference to the global, okay, global with reference to the global important agriculture heritage system, consider the following statement. Again, it is very important. This concept, GIAS concept, is very important. I think in the last 4-5 years, they have at least has 3 times. Just go and type in your PDF, just type FAO, or okay, in the previous year questions, FAO, or say GIAS, you will get to know what's the importance of this question. So, what is this global importance agriculture heritage system? See, and basically, FAO is Food and Agriculture Organization, and it is a specialized agency of UN. You should know this. So, FAO, what they do is they identify the important traditional agriculture, and that can be considered as a heritage system, and they assign that as GIAS agriculture, or say GIAS agriculture system. So here what they do is, so India has two FAO has identified 2 agricultural systems. One is your Koraput and next one is Kuttanad. So these are the 2 systems that India has identified, that FAO has identified in India. And now we'll see about that one. So Koraput tradition agriculture system is the only recognized agricultural system under GIAS in India. No, we have 2. One is Koraput and the other one is Kuttanad. So Kuttanad is in your Kerala, Koraput is in your Odisha. So this is wrong. Next one, it provides GI status to all the varieties of agriculture produced in the state in such identified GIAS. No, who provides GI tag in India? So GI tag in India is given by your DIPP, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, that comes under Ministry of Commerce. So this is the agency that is going to provide a GI tag. So who identifies this GIAS? So it is identified by FAO. FAO will not provide GI tag. So this is also wrong. Next one is, it aims to identify the ways to mitigate the risk of erosion of biodiversity and traditional knowledge. See, what is the reason why FAO identifies all this traditional agricultural system? Because these traditional agricultural system have properly integrated with the environment and developed in a sustainable manner. These traditional agricultural system, they do not harm the environment. So that is why FAO has identified these traditional agricultural system. So basically, what is the reason? Basically, the aim is, if we identify these kind of traditional agricultural system, we can use this knowledge to stop the erosion or to stop the biodiversity losses in other places. So that is the reason. The aim is to identify the the aim is to identify ways to mitigate risk of erosion of biodiversities and traditional knowledge. This is true. So the answer only correct statement, right? Yeah. So answer only B, A. So next one. Again here, guys, have a fair idea on energy mix of India. Clear? So this you should know. Yeah, consider the following statement with reference to the case solar energy in India. At present, nearly 2/3 of all the residential rooftop solar power in India is installed in Rajasthan. No, this is wrong. So, and also, guys, one more thing, you should know that solar power energy, that is the largest solar power producing states. So the first one is Rajasthan. Next one is Gujarat, and next one is Karnataka, and next is Tamil Nadu. So this sequence, you should know this. Clear? So at present, nearly 2/3 of all the residential rooftop solar power in India is installed in Rajasthan. No, this is wrong. So currently it is Gujarat. And next one is the total installed solar power capacity of the Karnataka is greater than that of Tamil Nadu. No, again this is wrong. So the total, yeah, this is right. Incorrect, no? This is right. The total installed solar power capacity of Karnataka is greater than, yeah, this is right. So they are asking incorrect. So B is the answer. B should be the answer. Yeah. Again, with reference to ECOSOC, that is Economics and Social Council Partnership Forum, which of the options given below are correct? See, again, this one, ECOSOC is one of the principal organ. UN ECOSOC is one of the principal organs of UN. See, the reason why I took up this question is, just to tell you that, just know this one. That is, what are the principal organs of UN and what are the specialized agency of UN? So these questions are coming in UPSC. So know these things. That is, principal organs and specialized agency. Scan this QR code, you'll get a better image. Probably in the PDF you might not get a better image. Scan this QR code, you'll get it. Okay? Yeah, and this one we did not discuss, right? Yeah. Okay, with reference to the ECOSOC partnership forum, which are the following? See, basically a partnership forum. So in this partnership forum, basically the agenda is in order to discuss, to promote a concrete, basically all the private entities and some government entities will come and discuss in order to have a concrete agenda, or say concrete measures for different groups to work together to achieve 2030 agenda for sustainable development. Sustainable development is between 2015 to 2030. So how do we achieve all the 17 goals and say 169 targets? How do we achieve this? So this is discussed in this meeting, or say in this forum, partnership forum. Who are the members? Who will be the members of this partnership forum? Private entities will be there, NGOs will be there, government agencies, sometimes government agency will also come, discuss discuss on how to achieve all these targets and how to achieve all these goals, and then the outcome will be decided. So this is the role of this one, that is partnership forum. But know this one here, this is important. Yeah, next one. Which of the following are the geographical factors determining the location of jute industry? Geographical factors. Okay, not economic factors, it is geographical factors. So determining the location of jute. See, jute, this is your jute plant, and jute plant and say jute industries requires immense amount of water. Okay, so in order to process the jute plant, from jute plant to jute fiber, we require huge amount of water. That's a basic thing, and jute is mainly grown in this region. So beginning of the class I told you, please, you got to have a good fair idea on the agricultural patterns of India, that is which kind of crops are grown in which region, and that along with that we should know the natural vegetation. If you are thorough with these two maps, majority of the answers you can solve, you can get it. Okay, which one of the following geographical factors determine the location of the jute industry? The first one is climatic region, climate of the region. Definitely. Okay, why? See, jute requires the ambient temperature. The ambient temperature should be somewhere around 30 to 35 degrees Celsius, 30 to 35 degrees Celsius, and along with that, it should be humid. The climate should be humid. Okay, these are the two these are the two climatic factors that are required to grow jute. Since jute is a fiber, how cotton is a fiber, jute is also a fiber. So because of this fiber, so we should have humid climate. Since why are we not growing jute over here? Because there is no humidity, there is no adequate humidity. Without humidity, the jute fibers will break. So when we have humidity, the jute fibers will not break. So 5 is right. Proximity to funding source. See, they're asking geographical factor, not economic factor. If it had been economic factor, okay, we can answer. But since it's not a geographical factor, so 4 is wrong. Adequate transportation facility. Yeah, see, adequate transportation facility. Jute, these are your weight losing weight losing raw material. So when we make jute fibers or from jute plant, a lot of waste gets removed. So since the weight of the jute is huge, so what happens, we should have a cheap transportation mode. So once we have cheap transportation mode, it attracts jute plantation. So cheap transportation mode. See, why in West Bengal where there's so much of jute cultivation? The reason being inland water transportation. There's the water, we have inland rivers. So in this rivers we can transport the jute at a cheap level, at a cheaper cost. So as a reason, West Bengal has attracted more jute plantation. So 3 is right. So 3 is right. You'll get the answer. Again, proximity to the market and availability of water. So these are also geographical factors. That is availability of water. So a lot of water is required in jute cultivation. At the same time, a lot of water is required to process the jute. That is to remove the fiber from the jute plant. A lot of water is required. So the answer will be D. So next one is, okay, consider the following statement, okay, with reference to shale oil. Okay, here either you can get the answer through logic or have a basic idea also regarding shale. Okay, shale or shale gas. See, what is this shale or shale gas, shale oil or shale gas? So what is this shale or shale gas? So basically there is one kind of sedimentary rock which is called a shale. And you would know, right, the basics of how natural gas or say how crude oil are formed. So in the sedimentary rock, if this is the sedimentary rock, what is sedimentary rock? Sedimentary rock is layer by layer. So this will be, if this is sedimentary rock, layer, multiple layers. In these layers, if there is any organic element, that is tree, a dead wood or say a dead tree that would have got trapped in the sedimentary rock for say over 500 million years ago, this dead wood will get converted into coal. or say coal, and say again here natural gas will be formed. So the natural gas, the crude oil, the coal will be trapped in this sedimentary rock. These are the sedimentary rock layers. In these sedimentary rock layers, the natural gas or say coal, the crude oil will get trapped. Similarly, there's something called as a shale rock. Shale rock. Even shale rock is also sedimentary rock. And whatever the gas and whatever the oil which you get over in this shale rock, we call it as shale oil or shale gas. No, that's the only basic concept you should know. Understood? Clear? So yeah, with reference to the shale oil. Now consider this. In India, okay, the upfront cost of shale oil exploration is less than that of conventional oil exploration. Here, apply some rationality. Again, if you get these kind of questions, please, yeah, how do I tell you? In prelims, only for the core subject you should have a concrete knowledge. For other topics like this, if you know it, it's well and good. Or else, if you don't know, apply some knowledge, apply some logic to get the answer. So draw some parallels or say parallel example with something else. And in order to develop these kind of logics, you should have that zeal to every day sit with one paper and think like what is the logic I should apply to get the answer. Okay, when you solve the paper, don't think that I don't know the answer for this, I should go and read that. Don't have that mentality. I don't know the answer for this, how do I get the answer? What logic should I apply to get the answer? Okay? So unless you get this attitude, you will waste a lot of time in reading prelims, which is not worth, man. So there's one set of candidates who will not say read much, apply these kind of logics and get say 100 plus. There's another set of candidates who will read immensely 2 years 3 years to get that 100 marks. You have to choose which one you want to become. So here, so this is I hope you got the basic idea regarding shale or shale oil. Now let us consider, in India, the upfront cost of shale oil exploration is less than that of the conventional exploration. Think rationally. Have you ever seen shale oil in the petrol bunk or say in any of the bunks? No. Why? If it would have been cheap, it would have been easily available. Since it is costly, it is not available. It's clear. Where do you find aluminium? Okay, aluminium and gold. So which is more available, aluminium or gold? So aluminium. Why aluminium? Aluminium is cheap. Similarly, petrol. So if you have to analyze aluminium and gold is less available in your market because it is costly. Aluminium is cheap, it's abundantly available. So this statement will be long. Rationally, if you think, it is wrong. Technically speaking, why shale exploration, that is upfront cost of shale exploration, will be high? Because this shale rock will be found, will be there at the deepest level, whereas the normal crude oil or say normal natural gas, the sedimentary rocks, will be at the upper level, almost just beneath the crust, whereas the shale rocks will be deep inside the crust. So in order to explore this shale oil, the cost will be more. Okay, so this is wrong. In India, shale oil reserves are found only in sedimentary basins of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. See here, shale oil is found in sedimentary rock. If you don't know this also, have a proper knowledge about shale oil. Shale oil are found in sedimentary rock known as shale rocks. Shale rocks are found everywhere. So the thing is, it is in very deep, so it becomes very difficult to extract. So shale rock is available in both the sides. Okay, that is in the western side of India, that is western coast of India, as well as the eastern coast of India. So this is wrong. But however, if you have to apply logic over here, just think shale oil, are found only in the sedimentary basins of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. See, Odisha ends over here. Don't you think will the shale oil follow the geographical, that is a political line? That is, the shale oil will end over here and it will not be found near West Bengal. Think rationally, man. Okay, if the question paper, if they have to set, they would have told that the shale oil is found only in the eastern coast, not in the western coast. They are telling only in Odisha. Why not Odisha? What is the difference between Odisha and West Bengal? How will the shale gas know that this is where Odisha stops and this is where West Bengal ends? Apply this logic and remove it. Okay, but the thing is, shale gas is found in both western as well as eastern coast. Unlike the conventional crude, okay, shale oil is found in the shallower depths. No, yeah. If it would have been found in a shallower depth, the availability of shale oil will be more than the crude oil. Clear? So that's the logic. So remove this. Incorrect. I think C should be the answer, no? Yeah. Quick. Okay, consider the following statement. Again here, Mediterranean climate, okay, that is the Australian, okay, farming is characteristics of economic activity of the region, okay, with warm temperate western margin climate. This warm temperate western margin climate is nothing but your Mediterranean climate. So know this is right. In Mediterranean climate, okay, Mediterranean climate, you'll have orchard farming. So this is right. The maritime, okay, climate, okay, favors the higher population growth than the continental interiors. So maritime climate favors the higher population growth than the continental interiors. If you see here, across the world, the major cities are along the maritime, that is along the coast. Mumbai, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, and forget about Delhi. Delhi is an exception because all the historical reasons. New York, all the major cities are along the coastal region. So why is it so? In coastal region, you will have moderating climate. That is, the climate will not be extremely cold, nor it will be extremely hot. So whereas in Delhi, in temperature, say in summer, the temperature can reach up to 50 degrees. In winter, the temperature can reach up to 2 degrees Celsius. Continentality effect. Because of this continental effect, that there's an extreme range in the temperature, and which is not suitable for human, okay, that is population growth. So as a reason, most of the cities across the world are always along the coastal area. So this is true. And equatorial region is highly populated region in the world. Nahin yaar, equatorial region, it's a dense forest. So if it's a dense forest, how can population exist? A lot of huge amount of population exist. So even this is wrong. It cannot be a dense population. So if it's a plain area, usually population exists along the coastal area and in the plain region, not in the forested region. So this is also wrong. So what is the answer? Correct, na? So only two. B should be the answer. Consider the following statement, okay, with reference to the SDG adopted by United Nations. See, again, SDG is important. The reason why I took up this, just to tell you that SDG is important, the 17 goals, and have a brief idea on these 17 goals. Okay, it's important. You can use it in your mains answers, and also you can use it in prelims. Sometimes questions do come. So this is right. Okay, that is okay. Addis Ababa Action Agenda provides a concrete policy and action, okay, to support the implementation of SDG. This is true. Okay, the goals are non-binding, okay, on the participatory nation. Yes, all this SDGs 17 goals are not binding on the member countries. So again, this is also true. So the answer will be, they are asking incorrect. The answer will be D. Consider the following statement, okay, regarding the solar facility seen in news. See, the solar facility was recently launched as a funding mechanism for International Solar Alliance. It is considered as a funding mechanism. It recently launched as a funding mechanism for International Solar Alliance. So based on that, the question has been asked. So what is this? Okay, Solar Payment Gateway, Solar Payment Guarantee Fund and Solar Insurance Fund are a part of solar facility. It is International Solar Alliance. ISA is International Solar Alliance. Yeah, this is right. This is right. It aims to stimulate the high potential solar technologies by attracting private capital to flow into the underserved, okay, markets of in Africa. See, it's not just Africa. So basically, these solar facilities act as a funding mechanism. See how we have this one GCF, okay, Green Climate Fund, or say Global Environment Facility. So these funds are for climate change. So, but we did not have any specific funds for solar. That is okay. So solar energy production. So for that, to bridge this gap, so this solar facility was rolled out by International Solar Alliance, and it aims to provide, okay, it aims to stimulate, okay, high potential solar technologies by attracting private capitals and it to flow into the underserved, okay, markets in Africa. This is true. Okay, it is okay approved, okay, by a supplementary fund, okay, under the existing GCF. No. So answer should be B. The reason why I took up this question is in your prelims questions, if there's any in you actual UPSC, if there is any major initiative by India like International Solar Alliance, questions do get repeated. And also please remember all the funding mechanisms for climate change. A lot of questions that have been asked on funding mechanism of climate change, be it okay global environmental facility. Just go and type PDF, UPSC PDF, you'll get this. Again, LDCF, okay, LDFC, this question also has been asked. Okay, a green climate fund has been asked. So all the funding questions, they have been asked. So please go through it properly, funding mechanism of the climate, and this is also quite important. Okay, consider the following statement, okay, with reference to the transport sector. Okay, transport sector. Okay, the western dedicated freight corridor. See, what is freight corridor? Freight corridor is nothing but, so any corridor, any specific transport corridor which is dedicated to carry only loads, that is all your cargo material. So that kind of corridor we call it as freight corridor. In this freight corridor, your transportation train will not work. Only the train which carries cargo, only those vehicle, those trains will run in this corridor. Okay, that we call it as dedicated freight corridor. So as of now, India has planned, okay, has built two dedicated freight corridor. One is western dedicated freight corridor, the other one is eastern dedicated freight corridor. This is east, this is western dedicated freight. Two corridors are there as of now. So the first one is the western dedicated freight corridor covers more than three states along its way. More than three states, yeah, it covers more than three states. So it starts from, say here, okay, Dadri. It starts from Dadri, that is UP, again goes to Haryana, Rajasthan, Gujarat. Next one is MH, Maharashtra. Covers, okay, more than three states. This is true. The construction of Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor is supported by World Bank. Yes, this Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor is backed by, or I say is financed by World Bank. So again, this is also factual thing. You should know this. This is also true. In India, okay, railway carry more freight traffic than road. No, yeah, that is the saddest part. Okay, the reason why we built dedicated freight corridor is that the share of freight in railways is just say 17 to 20%. It's somewhere between 15 to 20%, and remaining say somewhere around 70% of the dedicated or 70% of the freight share is with the roadways. So what is happening over here? So in order to capture this share, the Ministry of Railways has built this one, that is dedicated freight corridor. So as of now, two dedicated freight corridors has been sanctioned. Remaining four are in the pipeline. So remaining four, I don't know when our government is going to sanction it, but two dedicated freight corridors have been sanctioned. Okay, so yeah. Next one, consider the following. Okay, what is the correct, okay, ascending order? Okay, what is the correct ascending order of the following state, okay, in terms of the total acreage of organic cultivation? See here again, here these kind of questions, it should be dead easy. Okay, so what you got to do? Basically, they are asking organic cultivation in ascending order. Ascending order, smallest to say largest area to smallest area. So which state has the, you have to assign the states based on the organic based on their organic cultivation from ascending order, that is in ascending order, that is from smallest to the largest. So that the state which has the less area under organic cultivation should come in the first. The state which has the largest, okay, organic cultivation area should come in the last. Okay, so this is how you got to assign. So what you got to do it in this kind of questions, take up any state of your choice which is more convenient so that you can arrange it. Okay, we can take up Maharashtra and Sikkim. See here, this is Sikkim. The small thing is Sikkim. This is Maharashtra. See, it's kind of say a small lake versus one big ocean. So probably one district, or say two big districts of Maharashtra will have a greater area than Sikkim. So now you tell me, consider Maharashtra and Sikkim. Which state will have more, or say largest, okay, organic cultivation? Which state will have largest organic cultivation? See the size. Okay, size of Sikkim is very small. Size of Maharashtra is very big. Say 100% of this lake and say 10% of this ocean. Okay, which will have more water than 10% of the ocean? 100% of Sikkim and maybe 10% of Maharashtra. Definitely Maharashtra will have the largest area because the area is very big. Okay? So if you have to consider this, Maharashtra and Sikkim, how will you rate it? Okay, how will you assign it? So they are ascending order, right? Maharashtra, okay, so Sikkim is 5, Maharashtra is 1. See where 5 and 1 matches. See 5 and 1. So 5 and the same order, 5 and 1. 1 and 5 remove it. 1 and 5 remove it. Now you have to select between A and B. Why did I remove B and C? Because 1 was following 5. But we were supposed to have 5, then 1. So I'll remove this. Now what I'll do is I'll take up Madhya Pradesh and Sikkim. Again, Madhya Pradesh is a big state. So such a big state. Compare this with Sikkim. So obviously Madhya Pradesh should come first. Sikkim should come first, and Madhya Pradesh should come next. So see where 5 is following 3. 5 is following 3. The answer should be A, na? I think answer should be A. Got it? Clear? Okay, at present, which of the following constitute a part of chemical industries? Yeah, in these kind of question, na, if you go wrong, why easy question, just apply some logic, normal logic. Okay, at present, which of the following which of the following constitute a part of India's chemical industry? By chemical industry, even one molecule of chemical amounts to a chemical industry. If any of this industry uses one drop of chemical, it amounts to chemical industry only, na? So fertilizer is it chemical industry? Yeah. Petrochemical, chemical industry. Dyes, any kind of dye. So if you and some people will tell, no sir, how can dye have dye cannot come under chemical industry? Yeah, if you have to remove this dye, if you have to remove this option, you should give a logic to yourself that no, not a single dye industry in India belongs to this chemical industry sector. If you're so much sure, then remove it. If you're not sure, put it. Okay, agrochemical, again the name is there, chemical. Colorant, again colorant. Okay, some people will tell, nahi sir, no colorant, how can colorant be be a part of this chemical industries? Give a logic to yourself. If you're sure that not a single industry, again, yeah, the game is simple. Unless you prove it wrong, it's always right. Can you prove it wrong? You should prove it wrong in such a way that not a single colorant industry belongs to in a chemical industry sector. If you're so much sure, remove it. If you're not sure, answer will be D. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Next one. Okay. Which one of the following statement is correct with reference to carbon capture and storage? Okay, I'll give the basic idea of what is carbon capture and storage technology. Carbon capture and storage technology, the other name is carbon sequestration. So what is this carbon sequestration? Basically, carbon sequestration, see how is global warming happening? So why is global warming taking place? Why is the atmosphere temperature increasing? The atmosphere temperature is increasing because of CO2, okay, carbon dioxide. Almost 75%, that is the reason for increasing the atmospheric temperature, almost 75% is because of CO2. Clear? So the CO2 in the atmosphere is increasing. What does this CO2 will do? This CO2 is a greenhouse gas, GHG. This CO2 will trap the solar rays, and since the CO2 traps the solar rays, the atmosphere will increase. Say, assume that in this room the temperature is 24 degrees Celsius and there are 10 CO2 molecule. So what I do is I bring in another 10 CO2 molecule into this room. So what will happen? The new 10 carbon dioxide molecule will trap more heat. So if it traps more heat, what will happen? The temperature of this room will increase. Similarly, in the earth, there is high emission of CO2. Because of this high emission of CO2, what's happening? The temperature is increasing. Okay, so now what should we do? So there is one concept called as carbon sequestration. That is, we can take all the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and put it somewhere in some space. Okay, that is called as carbon sequestration. Okay, so this entire thing, how we do it, there are multiple methods. So this is the basic concept of carbon sequestration. And the rationale for carbon sequestration is, if I take out the carbon from the atmosphere, the temperature of the atmosphere will reduce, because carbon dioxide traps the solar heat. Because it traps the solar heat, the temperature has increased. Say in this room, if there is 10 carbon dioxide, because of this 10 carbon dioxide, the temperature is 24 degrees Celsius, because the carbon dioxide traps the heat. It's a hypothetical example. Okay, and now what I do is I take out, say, 5 carbon dioxide from this room and keep it somewhere else. So what will happen in this room? Now I'll have just 5 carbon dioxide, so the temperature will come down. Why it will come down? Because there's only 5 carbon dioxide which has trapped the heat. Earlier there was 10 carbon dioxide that was trapping the heat. So now the mechanism of capturing the carbon dioxide and placing it in somewhere else, we call it as carbon sequestration. Clear? So how we do it? There are multiple methods. So one is by absorbing carbon dioxide, or say using plants. What do plants do during during photosynthesis? They absorb carbon dioxide. So when they absorb carbon dioxide, the carbon dioxide goes to the root and it gets settled into the soil only. So there are multiple ways of absorbing carbon dioxide. So carbon capture and storage. So where do we store? So we can store that we can store that carbon we can store that carbon dioxide in various empty spaces where it is not in contact with the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide in atmosphere was the disaster, because carbon dioxide, when it's in atmosphere, it traps the heat. Now what I do is I take that carbon dioxide, put it in somewhere else. So what will happen? So the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, I can take this carbon dioxide and put it in some empty say gas reservoir. So I would have used all the gas from or say natural gas from this reservoir. So now this space is empty. I'll put the carbon dioxide over here. Or say in the coal mines, in deep coal mines, I'll put this carbon dioxide which has been taken from the atmosphere. I'll put it here. So what will happen? I'm capturing the carbon dioxide and storing it in some place where it is not in contact with the atmosphere, or if it is not in contact with the solar rays. If it is not in contact with the solar rays, it will not trap the heat. So the temperature will come down. So this is the concept. So which one of the following statement, okay, correct? Is correct, okay, with respect to the CCS. Okay, it is a way of, okay, B's answer here. Okay, so concept I have given, yeah. Okay, which of the following, okay, species, okay, include, okay, included in the recovery program for critically endangered species? Here the reason why I took up this question is, please, these 22 animals have a good idea on this one. Okay, so recovery program, and this recovery program is a union government program. Union government, okay, that's a central government program. So basically what they do is they have selected these 22 animals and they focus on protecting the habitat for these 22 animals, and they take up all the measures to prevent poaching. Okay, these are the two things they do it. So, and it's a union government program. So Bengal tiger is not there, so I'll remove 5, and so say snow leopard is there. So snow leopard is there, so answer should be B. B is the answer. So please scan this QR code here. You'll go to that ministry's website. So they have given a brief content on all these 22 animals. And please don't do a PhD in all these 222 animals. Are not required here. Have that brief content on all these 22 animals. Okay. Next one, okay, with reference to the recently released, Youth in India report. Youth in India report is given by MOSPI, okay, Ministry of Statistics. MOSPI, okay. Consider the following statement, okay, about the trend. Okay, the proportion of elderly population, to the total population has been decreasing since proportion of elderly population year, it's increasing. Okay, I'll give a brief idea. See, currently what is the population trend in India? So yeah, is it okay if I take another 10-15 minutes extra? Okay, na? See what's happening in India, and it's okay anyways, you'll get the recorded class, but you can watch it later on. So this is the proportion of population, that is, this is the age, 0 to 15, these are the young kids. So this is somewhere around 23. This is 17. No, this should be 13. 12. Yeah. So currently, yeah, this is 12. So what's happening is, so this is the population. That is, if there are 100 people in India, 65 people are between 15 to 59 years. These people are working age group between 15 to 59, and somewhere around 29 people are young children, 0 to 15, and around 12 people are old age people, that is more than 60 people, 60 years. So what is the general trend in India is, this section is decreasing. That is, this section is decreasing, this section is increasing, and this section is almost the same. This is almost the same. Clear? This is the general trend. That is, the old age group is increasing, the working age population is decreasing. This is the general trend you got to know. Okay, now apply this one. The proportion of elderly, okay, population, okay, population, okay, to the population to the total population has been decreasing. No, it is increasing. So this is wrong. 2 is wrong. Okay, the proportion of youth, okay, to the total population, okay, has been increasing. No, these are the youths. Okay, this is also decreasing. So answer should be correct. No, so answer should be D. And D is the answer. Okay, consider the following. Okay, okay, so pull factor for migration. Okay, I'll quickly explain what is this. Okay, pull factor and push factor for migration. Pull factor, pull and push factor. See, pull factor is nothing but attraction. Okay, that is, we'll take the example of Bangalore. This is Bangalore. Okay, Bangalore. Okay, there's a source region. Migration. How does migration takes place? Migration takes place from the source region to the destination region. So destination region will pull. So that is, the pull factor will come from the destination region. The push factor will come from the source region. So what is pull? It's opposite. Pull factor will come from destination. This is here, and this is, okay, push factor will be from the source region. See, so push factor, pull factor matlab employment opportunity. Why Bangalore attracts people? Employment, education, good health sector. So pulling, Bangalore is pulling because of employment opportunity. Why people from outside, they come here? Or say, we'll take up the example of, say, North Karnataka. In North Karnataka, many people come to Bangalore. So what is the reason? The reason is both, that is pull factor as well as push factor. Pull factor in Bangalore, that is employment, good education facility, good healthcare, etc., good lifestyle, etc. So that is the pull factor. Push factor is from the source region from which they are coming, from, say, from North Karnataka, or say from Eastern UP, Bihar. What is the push factor? Poverty, lack of employment opportunity, healthcare, so poor healthcare. So these are the push factor from the source region. Because of this factor, it is pushing the people. So this is the basic concept of push factor and pull factor. So when these two factors combine, we can properly analyze the reasons for migration. If you have to analyze the reasons for migration, this is how you do it. So which one of the following other pull factor for migration? Pull factor, how is Bangalore pulling? What's the reason for pull factor? Pulling the people towards it. So that is a pull factor. Small and marginal, okay, small and marginal agriculture land holdings. No, yeah, this is a push factor. If it is a small land holding, what is happening? It is not profitable. Since it is not profitable, it is pulling the farmer away from the source region. So this is fourth is not there. Diverse employment opportunities. Say, for example, in Bangalore, there's huge employment opportunity. So again, it's a pull factor. 3 is right. If 3 is right, what I do? 4 is wrong. No, 3 is right. Okay. Next one. Okay. Lack of education infrastructure. See, lack of education infrastructure is push factor. In Bihar, or say in Eastern UP, there's lack of education. Because of that, say Northeast, because lack of education institute. So because of that, people are pushed out of the region. Again, it's a push factor. High poverty incidence. If there's a poverty, again, it is going to push the people out of the region. Again, these are your push factor. So 1 and 3 is not there. I think answer is C. Okay. Answer is C. Okay, which one of the following plants, okay, are found, okay, that are listed, okay, in schedule 6? Schedule 6 also Schedule 6 also Wild Protection Act, Wildlife Protection Act. See, again, the reason why I took up this question is it's extremely important. Wildlife Protection Act, I think 4 or 5 times they have asked on this Wildlife Protection Act 1972. See here, there are 6 schedules, and don't become a lawyer in this one, okay? That is, read the act clause by clause, not at all required. So there are 6 schedules, so you should know that what is there in Schedule 1, Schedule 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Schedule 1 and 2, you will have all the important animals, all the say critically endangered animals are also very important animals are put in Schedule 1 and 2. And next 3 and 4 are, these are the animals. These are your animals, these are your plants. Schedule 6 is your plants. This is a vermins. I'll tell you what vermin is. So Schedule 1 and 2, all the critically also very important animals are put in Schedule 1 and 2. Lion, tiger, so these animals, rhino, so very critically endangered animals are put in 1 and 2. If you put any animal in 1 and 2, you'll given, so that animal will get the highest protection. Next level of animals will be put in Schedule 3 and 4. And in Schedule 5, we'll have vermins. Okay, vermins. What are vermins? Which can be killed by anyone. Okay, that is, say for example, rat is one vermin. Okay, so rat is put in Schedule 5. Anyone can kill rat, no penalties, nothing. So that is your Schedule 5. Okay, Schedule 5. And next, Schedule 6 will have plants. Okay, what are the kinds of plants? Not every plant. So the plant which are critically endangered, or the plant that is very sensitive. Okay, so those kinds of plants are put in say Schedule 6. Not every plant. Okay, this is the basic thing you have to understand about Wildlife Protection Act. So in this question, what is the logic you would have used? See here, Wildlife Protection Act, Indian aloe vera. Okay, Indian aloe. So in Indian aloe vera, everyone grows Indian aloe vera in their home, or say for decoration purpose. So how can that be? It is so common. How can that be in Wildlife Protection Act? So remove this. Holy basil. Holy basil is your tulsi. This one, tulsi. Everyone grows it. How can that be in your Wildlife Protection Act? So remove this. So if you remove 4, you'll remove this. If you remove 3, you'll get the answer. And again here, don't become a lawyer and keep learning all the plants that are there in this Schedule 6. Not required, not worth it, man. So you can get the answers by applying some logic. Don't unnecessarily read a lot. If you want to read a lot, read the core subjects. Okay? Yeah, the world population prospects, okay, to 2022, okay, report, okay, has been recently released, by which of the following, okay, this is UN DESA. So this is the answer. And again here, the reason why I took up this, not directly important from the prelims point of view, but in GS1, okay, that is your mains, population geography is highly scoring here. So this report, since this is the latest report, you should know this. Okay, that's the reason I used this. Okay, have a summary of this report. Population geography questions are like every alternate year. This one question on this population geography, GS1. Okay, a mains topic. So have a good idea on this one. Have a summary of this. Okay, you'll get a summary of this. Keep that one. Okay, so next one, okay, with reference to the infrastructure resilience, okay, accelerator fund recently seen in news. Okay, see, the reason why, okay, with reference to the infrastructure, okay, resilience accelerator fund. So basically, is there any link between climate change and disasters? Is there any link? Yeah, exactly. There's too much of disasters because of climate change. If you take if intensity of cyclone has increased, what's the reason? The reason is because of the climate change. So there is a direct correlation between climate change and disaster. So in order to prevent the disasters, okay, so in order to prevent the disasters from climate change, this fund was rolled out. That is Infrastructure Resilience Accelerator Fund. So what this fund will do is, okay, using this fund, we can create the infrastructure that are resilient to the disaster. We cannot stop the disaster, but we can make this building strong. We can make this building resilient. So how can I make this building resilient? I need some fund. Where this fund will come from? This fund, that is Infrastructure Resilient Accelerator Fund. This is the basic idea. Again, have a good knowledge about this one, that is Infrastructure Resilient Accelerator Fund. Clear? So again. So all these are correct, but this was okay jointly launched by UNDP and UNDRR. Okay, this is not okay. UNDP and UNDRR. Clear? So this is the answer. D is the answer since it's incorrect. Okay, which one of the following? Okay, okay, options. Okay, best described is the concept of new urbanism. See, this new urbanism concept emerged. Okay, in United States. Okay, United States somewhere in 1980s. So the reason was, in 1980s, the reason was majority of the people were more dependent on the private vehicle. So as a reason, and everyone were moving to the suburban region, that is far away from the city place, and everyone were dependent on the private vehicle for transportation. So in that was leading to a huge pollution, etc. So as a reason, in order to avoid that and making walkability as the main mode of transportation, that is walkability, or say walking as the main mode of transportation in the urban area, this concept was rolled out, that is new urbanism. In new urbanism, what we do is, so basically we plan the city in such a way that, so there's a proper walking place, and all the necessary buildings or necessary services are along the same lane, so that it discourages from using the private vehicle. This is the concept of new urbanism. And yeah, again, so this is the thing. So C is the answer. Okay, next one. Which of the following statement, okay, which of the statement given below are correct, okay, with reference to the global sustainable development report 2022 recently seen in news? See, the question is regarding global sustainable development report. See, this report basically targets on the achievement by every country on the 17 SDG goals, that is 17 SDG goals. Clear? So how much each country has achieved in 17 SDG goals will be tracked by this report, that is okay, Global Sustainable Development Report, and it is given by Sustainable Development Solution Networks. Okay, not UNDP. Understood? So this is wrong. This is wrong. And okay, as per the report, okay, let us answer it. Okay, as per the report, okay, India ranks the highest among all the SAARC countries. So is it true? Apply some logic, man. So what is SAARC countries? Okay, this is SAARC countries. Basically, I'm telling you how I got the answer for this one. This is SAARC countries, and we know that Bhutan is more sustainable, has more sustainable economy compared to India, or say compared to in the majority of the world. Bhutan, because they focus more on environment, happiness, etc., etc. So how can India overcome Bhutan? Rational. So India's rank will be highest among all the SAARC countries. No, India's rank cannot be more than Bhutan. So remove 4. So if you remove 4, you'll get the answer. Okay, okay. And anyways, for your knowledge, that is the sustainable cities and communities. The rank for the sustainable cities and communities has reduced, or say declined. Okay, the highest. So this is true. Okay, second statement is true. Understood? So either through logic you can get, or through knowledge you can get the answer. Here, at the end of the day, answer matters, man. Okay. Okay, which of the following policies, okay, have been formulated by the government, okay, of India to achieve sustainable development goals? See, what is the sustainable development goals? Sustainable development, there are 17 sustainable developmental goals and 169 targets are there. So basically, virtually it covers every aspects of the development, literally every aspect of the development. So now apply the same logic here. National Cyclone Risk Mitigation Project. So these are the question is telling, is these government schemes linked with SDG? Is it linked with SDG or not? SDG in somehow will it support SDG? That is the question. So now the answer is yes. Somehow the other, this, that is National Cyclone Risk Mitigation Project, will help in say sustainable cities, or say Atal Mission. Okay, Atal Mission for Rejuvenation of Urban Transportation. Basically, this is AMRUT scheme. So AMRUT scheme focuses on creating the urban infrastructures. Again, that will okay, help in fulfilling SDG 11. National Clean Air Program. Again, it will help in fulfilling SDG 11. Okay, rapid region transit system. Again, it will help in fulfilling SDG 11. So answer will be D. Even if you don't know, apply logic, man. SDG 17 goals, 169 targets. Basically, it virtually covers every aspects of development. No matter what the government scheme is, I can link it with some or the other SDG targets. Manrega, I can link it with poverty. Your say National Food Security Act, I can link it with zero hunger. Any government, your Jandan scheme, there's one financial thing should be there, right? Financial empowerment or something is there. So out of this 169 targets, have a brief idea, go through this 169 targets, you'll get it. But apply this logic. Any government scheme, and somehow the other we can link it with this SDG. So answer should be D. Don't unnecessarily break your head, man, for these kind of questions. Again, okay, in the delta region, okay, with the varied ecosystem from the coastal backwaters of the marsh, backwaters to the marshes, okay, and pond, it is the only place in India where rice is cultivated below the sea level. Okay, this is the loophole in this statement. So the only place that is where the rice is cultivated below the sea level is Kuttinad. So again it is an GIAS, okay, GIAS FAO. So answer is C. Okay, consider the following statement, okay, with reference to the coal deposits. See, coal is one of the important mineral which you should know, and the regions which you should know. That's the reason I have taken coal. Multiple times they were asked question on coal. This is one of the favorite mineral for UPSC. Coal is, please go through coal. Okay, Jharkhand is the largest. Okay, again it's purely factual, guys. So anyways, I'm taking this. The reason why I took up this is you should know about coal. Different types of coal, Gondwana coal and tertiary coal, and so broad classification of coal. And then different types of coal is peat, lignite, bituminous, and anthracite. Anthracite is the best coal. Okay, this is the best coal. This is the peat is very new coal. Okay, it's not very inferior coal. The anthracite is the superior coal, and majority of the coal in India are bituminous coal. This is the majority of the coal in India. And this is your broad India. In India, coal is classified into broadly through two categories. This is Gondwana coal. This is Gondwana coal. This is your tertiary coal. Broadly two categories. Okay, in India, coal is divided broadly into two categories: Gondwana coal and tertiary coal. In Gondwana coal, mainly it is dominated by bituminous. In tertiary coal, mainly it is dominated by lignite. So okay, this is purely factual. You should memorize. Coal is important from UPSC point of view. Okay, Jharkhand is the largest coal reserve. This is true. Okay, Tamil Nadu has more lignite reserve, okay, than Maharashtra. This is also true. Okay, the hard coal deposits are mainly, okay, confined to the eastern and, okay, south central, okay, part of, okay, country. Eastern and south central part of the country. Yeah, this is also true. Okay, incorrect. D is the answer, because Gondwana coal, see here, majority of the coal are confined over here, this one. So answer should be D. Okay, recently seen. Okay, recently, okay, the government of India has decided to promote the cultivation of dragon fruit in India. Which of the following, okay, are the reasons? See, dragon fruit, it's originally from Mexico, or say Mexico or Mexico, Mexico, and recently government has started promoting this. And so here, even if you don't know anything, and हो जाएगा मतलब answer, you'll get the answer. The fruit has immense export potential. Don't worry about this. मतलब has immense export potential. So is it true or not? If you have to remove this, if you have to remove the statement, if you have to strike off the third statement, you should give a logic to yourself that not a single dragon fruit from India will get exported. If you can give a logic saying that not a single dragon fruit will get exported, remove it. Else, don't remove it. Onion has immense export potential, rice has immense export potential, or say anything you can write it as immense export potential unless it is banned. Okay, so basically the same logic holds. So unless you prove it wrong, it's always right. And again, the fruit can be cultivated in degraded and rain-fed land. See, India has a vast degraded and rain-fed land. So in that vast area, as maybe you enter central India, Okay, this part, okay, enter this part is rain-fed region. In this part, even if there is one dragon fruit that could be grown, I cannot remove this one. And also nowadays we have a lot of technology. Israel is growing crops in desert. Even Maharashtra is growing huge crops in the Marathwada Vidarbha region through using of various technologies, micro irrigation technology, etc. So this is also possible. The fruit can be cultivated. Cultivate ho sakta hai. If you have to remove this, you should. If you have to remove the second statement, you give a logic to yourself saying that not a single dragon fruit can be cultivated in the dry, that is rain-fed area. If you can give a logic and prove to yourself, don't prove to anyone. If you can give a logic, remove it, else you can't remove it. Okay, again, okay, nutrients like, okay, iron, calcium, potassium, zinc, zinc, the fruit has nutritional value. ठीक है यार, मतलब हो सकता है there's one molecule of iron, one molecule of calcium, one molecule of potassium, हो सकता है. They're not telling plutonium, right? If they would have told that it has plutonium, then it's something extreme. Iron, calcium, potassium, there it can be, man. मतलब we are not food scientists, so to remove this, मतलब to know in detail. So मतलब these kind of questions में ना, so you need not even apply your mind, मतलब हो जाएगा. ठीक है. Okay, as per okay, yeah, bear for another 5-10 minutes. Huh? 5 minutes. Common 5 minutes here. Okay, as per the national okay, NFHS, okay, NFHS, okay, India has okay, achieved okay, replacement level okay, fertility. Okay, what is the meaning of replacement level? Okay, replacement level. Okay, before taking up replacement level, we have to understand what is this total fertility rate. So, what is this total fertility rate? Total fertility rate means number of kids, number of child a woman has in her lifetime. Child number of number of child a woman has okay has in her lifetime. Okay, this is total fertility. If a woman has 3 children in her entire lifetime, we call it as fertility value. To TFR will be 3. If a woman has 10 children, TFR will be 10. If a woman has 1 children, TFR will be 1. This is the total fertility rate. Clear? So when the total fertility rate, when TFR is what is this replacement level? Replacement level means when TFR is 2.1. 2.1 means that is the women should have two children. Matlab 0.1 is let's say it is okay compensated with some women who might have 1 children. So whenever the TFR rate reaches 2.1, we consider it to be a replacement level. So what is this replacement level? Say take up this is TFR 2.1. So currently this couple will have 2 children. So say after say 70-80 years, this couple will die, and who will replace this people? So this couple, their kids will replace their couple. So that is total replacement rate. Okay, that is the couple will be replaced by the mother and father will be replaced by 2 children. So this we call it as total fertility rate or the replacement level. Of when TFR 2.1, we call it as the replacement level. So whenever the TFR 2.1, whenever the TFR reaches 2.1, what happens that the population, see the trend, the population remains stabilized. So the father and mother will be replaced by the 2 children. So what will happen? The population will almost remain stable. So when the TFR is more, what will happen? So now the father and mother will be replaced. This is TFR. TFR will be more. Here TFR is 3. So when TFR is 3, the father and mother will be replaced by 3 kids. What's happening? The population is increasing. So when the TFR is more than 2.1, this is 2.1. When TFR is more than 2.1, the population increases. When TFR is less than 2.1, the population decreases. See here, this is TFR is 1. So what will happen? So currently father and mother is there. Say after 60-70 years, who will replace this father and mother? There's only 1 child. So the overall population will come down. This is the concept of your total replacement rate, or say TFR 2.1. So it results okay, for the present population. Okay, the answer will be C. Consider the following. Okay, natural gas occurs in the Cambay Basin. Yeah, again, the reason why I took up this minerals you should know. Okay, Cambay Basin. Yeah, it is there. Copper is abundance in Digboy. No, Digboy is over here. No, Digboy is Digboy. We have refineries. This is the refinery that is there. Oil refinery in Digboy. So 2 is wrong. So 2 is wrong. 3 is right. You'll get the answer. Coalfield. Okay, the coalfield occurs in Gondwana bed. Okay, this is your Gondwana coalfield. So the answer is A. Okay, consider the following statement, okay, with reference to green steel. Yeah, as I told earlier, what is the meaning of green steel? Green steel means basically when the production of the steel, during the production of the steel, the carbon emission is reduced. That is the only meaning of assigning the word green. So now consider this. Okay, consider the following statement, okay, of the green steel. Okay. Recently seen in news, the government has made it usage mandatory in the in government projects. Yeah, this is extreme and mandatory. How can they make things mandatory? Assume that you are an IS officer. Will you make electric vehicle mandatory for all the government works? No. Electric vehicle is a new thing. How can you make it mandatory? The production is less, the it's very costly, so you cannot make it, mandatory. So apply logic and this will be wrong. So it requires a less power consumption, okay, than the traditional steel making. No, basically green steel, the power consumption is more compared to the regular steel. So this is wrong. The coal gasification is a process, okay, used in manufacturing green steel. Yes, in coal gasification. So the reason why we call it as a green steel is because the energy that is used in this steel manufacturing comes from coal gasification, and in coal gasification the carbon production or the carbon emission is very little. So as a reason, this is right. So the answer should be B. Okay, consider the following statement, okay, with reference to the population pattern, okay, in India. Okay, as told earlier, the number of census town, okay, has decreased, okay, between 2001 and 2011. No, yeah, India is in the urbanization process. The urbanization level in India is increasing. Logically think, the urbanization level in India is increasing. So then how can the census town will come down? So this is wrong. Next one, the census, okay, census 2011, okay, has reported a decline in the population growth, okay, of rural India. Yeah, this is the overall population growth of India is decreasing. That is a trend you should know. The overall population growth is decreasing. So this is right. So answer should be A. Okay, which of the following, okay, project, okay, is a project have been included in the Earth Ganga project? Okay, see, Earth Ganga project is an economic initiative under Namami Gange project. Under Namami Ganga project, this is basically it's an economic initiative so that the people get economic benefits through Namami Ganga project. That is the agenda. Through Earth Ganga project, basically the intention is to economically incentivize the people. So recently seen in news, cultural tourism, yes, it is there. So again, like reuse of water waste, zero budget natural farming, livelihood generation opportunity. So all these things will benefit, okay, economically for the people. So answer will be D. Yeah. Next one. Okay, footloose industry. Okay, which one of the following can be classified as footloose industry? Please, everyone focus here. Again, industry is quite important. What is footloose industry? Footloose industry means the industry which is not dependent on the raw material. The industrial location is not dependent on the location of industry. Location of industry is not dependent on raw material. It is completely independent of raw material. So those kind of industries we call it as footloose industry. For example, diamond cutting. Gujarat has diamond cutting, but where is the diamond coming from? Diamond is coming from South Africa. So diamond cutting, it has nothing to do with your region of raw material. Diamond cutting. Mobile manufacturing. See, mobile manufacturing takes place in Andhra, or say in Gurgaon area. So again, it has nothing to do with the raw material, but the silica and all the chips are manufactured in Taiwan. But it is okay, but the mobile is assembled over here. Again, this is also wrong. This is also footloose industry. So precision electronics, again something like mobile, okay, electronic industry, again it's a footloose industry. I can have electronic industry everywhere, in Bangalore, Chennai, everywhere. It's irrespective of the source region of raw material. But whereas steel should be either be placed, steel industry should either be placed near iron ore or near coal. So this is not a footloose industry. So 5 you remove it, 2 you remove it, and again 5 is the answer, 5 is there, so C should be the answer. Okay, at present, okay, which among the following, okay, see at present, okay, which among the following can be transported, okay, through pipeline? See our pipeline network, don't overcomplicate the question over here. They are just asking pipeline network, what can be transported through pipeline network? Petroleum, can it be transported? Yes. So hydrogen, can it be transported? Yes. See, don't overcomplicate. How can hydrogen be transported through pipeline between Chennai and say Bangalore? Not required. Are they telling that pipeline network between 2 cities? There can be one factory, this can be one building, this can be another building. Between these 2 buildings, there can be one pipeline. So it's a pipeline network. From this building to another building, can we transport hydrogen through pipeline network? Yes. So if you have to remove this, say remove hydrogen, you should tell that not even a single place in the world hydrogen is transported through pipeline. If you're so much sure, you can give a logic to yourself saying that not a single industry uses hydro pipeline network to transfer hydrogen, then you remove it, or else you cannot. Oil we can transport. Milk also we can transport. Biofuel also we can transport. So if we can transport petroleum, we can also transport biofuel. And also don't unnecessarily overcomplicate, man. Don't unnecessarily apply your extraordinary scientist knowledge. Apply typical rational knowledge. Ho jayega. Again, the basic rationality is unless you prove it wrong, it's always right. Okay, and this doesn't apply in the core topics. Say core topics involves your monsoon, physical geography, polity, the core chapters in polity, or say core chapters in economy, environment. So in those topics, apply your knowledge. In remaining topics, logic and again the ability to solve matters a lot. Okay, this solving, you should know how to solve each question, say different kind of question. So 50% of your work marks comes from this one, 50% of your marks comes from what are the things you want to study. And again, what are the things you want to study? Don't blindly study this one, which is the cost benefit is very less. So focus on the areas which is must, okay, which is must, okay, which you should know, need to know. Okay, and there are some topics which is nice to know. If you know it, it's well and good. If you don't know, ठीक है, you can manage it. ठीक है? So this is what you got to do. Chalo, thank you. Okay, all the best here, and yeah, happy Holi, which is coming in the next week. Chalo, all the best. I hope everyone, I think majority of you are giving this year, right? So all the best, do well, and sincere advice is don't skip out previous year question. So because of this, I lost my first attempt. Okay, so don't do this one. Clear? Chalo, thank you.